something that I have found in my own life. This pertains to acquisition of knowledge. We need more knowledge. Anybody who has the knowledge succeeds in life. Why is the United States the superpower? Because they have the knowledge that other people don't have. Whether it is nuclear technology or medical technology, you say anything and then they are the leaders, and that gives them the superpower. But a challenge that everybody has is there is only limited time and you want to acquire as much knowledge as possible. And this will be good information for those people who are following me with children and who want their children to succeed. And this might be a way to make your children genius. And you too, you can be a genius as well. The secret that I'm going to share with you is how can you do, first know, and secondly to do everything the same time or sequentially with the very, say, small amount of time. I'm going to give you my own example. When I have a library here, with select books, and I don't go to the sections where I don't use those books. So I just trust that I'm going to give the best from a book. See, there is a book now. This is a book in Tamil, and this carries the wisdom of the Siddhas. So I just want to have the book has about 200 pages, say, and I don't have the time to read the 200 pages. So I just want the information, the most important information from that book. So with all complete trust, I just go and open the book, and then that has the most important information. And that information, I'll give you an example of what information I got from that, is I am into atomic or particle level learning, subatomic particle level learning, or nano learning. The particle learning is more appropriate name for that. So how can I get that? So that is by understanding the smallest unit of sound waves, which is nada. Nada particles create shabda, and that carries the most important thing. The phonemic intelligence that I have been teaching is part of that. So I got some understanding about the secret of nadas, and that's finished. So I am done. I'm done with that book. And the second book that I picked up is this book, again in Tamil. And this book has again about 300 pages. So I opened the book, and then book talks about the permutation combinations of syllables and how they work, what time they work, and what frame of mind you should approach the book to learn that. So that book is done now. Meaning that, of course I have to do some work, and so I have not closed the page, and then I just keep that on my desk like this, so that I will go and then with a prayerful attitude and I will get the information. And the third book, all that took place in, say, 10 minutes period of time. And there is another book by Vijayendra, and this is a person, is a Vaishnavite saint, And this book is, his life history is about, say, 800 pages. And Vijayendra is a miracle maker. Everything that he does is miracle. And that he's able to do because of the blessings he had from Vishnu. So the page I opened up also talks about there's the power of the sounds li, ni, and u, and how to create miracles with that. So that's that. So this book has more than 1,000 pages, and for me to read all these things, in a sequential fashion, in the traditional way, it's impossible because there's only limited time. Then at the same time, I just went and picked up another book, all within 10 minutes. And this is a book, it's an English book by Being and Meaning, Reality and Language in Bhadragiri and Heidegger. Okay, this is a very, you can see the tight complexity that it involves. So it's a being and meaning. We have to understand what being is and meaning is, and reality and language. So this is, kind of sums up what I have been up to. And then there are levels of understanding. Okay. This is now, as I am talking to you, Muruga is telling me that he's a God, the Pleiadian God, who is infinitely compassionate, and he wants to help people. And people living on this earth plane have come from Pleiades. And so he has some affiliation with people, and then he wants to teach them the highest wisdom possible. He said that you have to dump the knowledge acquisition methods we have. குறியை குறியாது குறித்தறியும் அறிவை தனிவேளை நிகழ்த்தழுமே செறிவற்று உலகோடு உரை சிந்தையும் மற்று அறிவற்று அறியாமையும் மற்றதுவே. This is Aranagiri talking about how he learned everything from Muruga, the Pleiadian God, the wisdom God too. குறியை குறியாது குறித்தறியும் அறிவை தனிவேளை நிகழ்த்தலுமே. You have to understand everything without a symbol. As long as you use a symbol, it becomes frozen knowledge, and it brings time-bound knowledge. And knowledge becomes frozen because it is caught up in a symbol, and it becomes linear. So you have to learn language, you have to learn knowledge without a symbol. And language is a symbol too. So you have to learn something without a language. And who can give that language? Not university education, but the education, spiritual education. And Ramalingam would do that in a very beautiful way. He says, Odadu unaravolielitanakke Adharam Mahiya Arutparum Jyoti. The great light came, the Arutparum Jyoti. I have talked about Arutparum Jyoti at length. You may want to go and look at appropriate places where I have talked about Arutparum Jyoti. Once this Arutparum Jyoti comes, because Arul light itself is something that gives you omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. And that's the highest learning. The important thing is, although this is more intellectual for some people and it is above your head, but you don't need the intellect. When you have Arul, everything will come to you, not over a period of time, but right now. Odadu unara oliyalitana yanake odadu unara, which means you should not know, you should have to feel. Knowing needs time, it needs meaning, and but in order to feel, you don't need a language, a taught language. You need an untaught language. Then that is all available through Muruga. So once you have that, what happens? In the last two lines he says, செறிவற்று உலகோடுரை சிந்தையும் செறிவற்று உலகோடுரை சிந்தையும் மற்று அறிவற்று அறியாமையும் மற்றது. So he lost the methods that people use to acquire knowledge and so forth. What did he gain? அறிவற்று அறியாமையும் மற்றதுவே. He lost knowledge and he lost ignorance. When you lose knowledge and when you lose ignorance also is dangerous. So knowledge is dangerous, ignorance is dangerous. So when both are lost, then you are at a domain in which you know how to know everything and do everything at the same time. So this wisdom is available for the Siddhas, or Tamil Siddhas. But unfortunately, people do not know the value, nor do they care for it. But this is the time, this is the knowledge of the Satya Yuga, and I am particularly here to revive this tradition. I want you to listen to the chants that I have done on Muruga, or I have done a lot of videos on Muruga. I want you to go and listen to that. Most importantly, participate in some of the rituals, offerings for Muruga during this time. The rituals are more powerful than intellectual understanding and even chanting. And that's very key. God bless.